the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. First down, it's Norris. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. From the 43, here's second down at 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Norris. And he'll be tackled at the 45, following a gain of just 2. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Murray going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. 13
yards on the play. That's another.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Norris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 now in this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
And the Bengals.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He was taken down behind the line scrimmage. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tressway on to punt the football. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and it's hard to defend.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 33 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Norris. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Cardinals.
Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Murray. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Traylon Burks, 26 yards. And the Cardinals are back within a score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up third down.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he's going to have the Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
There on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Burrow will throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's another Bengals first down. First and
From the
10 at
34 now, here's
34-yard
1st and
line.
10. Now Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Walter Nolan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That one out wide and intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. There's a short one caught by Ryman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down.
On first down, right back to Benson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Brissett. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And this one is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now at 17-13. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
B.J. Ojulari on the coverage.
From the gun on third down, Massey. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Quick shuffle pass here is complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
It's now 3rd and 15.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio that should ever be in any discussion.
19 yards. And the Bengals first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Massive. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
You know, this is the regular season partner. We'll be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
A nice throw there by the 4th-round pick, and he earns these guys a 1st down.
That's another Bengals first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running the toss to Brooks here. B.J. Ojulari able to make the stop. Second down and 8.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Massey. Open man is Yoshibans. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of
Down at
bounds.
the 5-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Down at the 4-yard line.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They'll try it with Steele. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Back to throw. Massey. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on fourth and goal from the 3. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
This second and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got his tight end, that's Ryman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Now he'll tuck this and run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a short win for the defense.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 12. And the Cardinals.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Cedric Johnson.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing to start the drive. Massey. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one into the hands of Burton.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Massey. That's to his tight end all. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Back to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. To throw, Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Brissett sets to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Up the middle of Brooks here.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd down and 3.
Off play action. Massey. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's Brooks.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Here's Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
On the toss, it's Benson.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Ryman.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They're going to run. Here's Connor. He can't get him down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage sometimes.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down by 11, 26 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Open man here is Benson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Brissett. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. And the spike comes with 9 seconds left to go. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Brissett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.